什么 classic， 妈的苦瑞头这些噩梦、城墙哥这些有什么用？这些人。8本现在也练不回来，没那么容易练回来的。牛牛哥哥，西安有没有戏？有戏啊！这次雷诺、克莱姆、Zero 这在欧洲3巨头都没来。就看韩国去出现哪3个人了，有机会，我觉得这次的西安真的牛牛哥有机会。那没来，我说他妈的雷诺选拔赛没打出来，你难道怪我咯？对不对？他妈他选拔赛都打不出来，他来不了，那他妈的那就说个毛。为什么不弄16个名额？不就是因为当时觉得机票很贵吗？当时弄16个名额的话就超预算了呀。所以最后才定了8个选手啊。大可来不了，大可。对啊，其实就是没钱呀。唉，说白了就是没钱。说实话，这没什么不能说的。30万刀，哼，那奖金不就也是因为没钱嘛？对不对嘛？啊，1分钱难倒英雄汉，好不好？30万刀，不，我们不可能拿就有那么多的一个奖金的，不可能有那么高奖金的。这是这次这个 Stars World 比赛冠军12000刀吧，已经算蛮高了，是12000刀吧？对啊，冠军12000刀，9万人民币嘛，亚军5500刀，3、4名2200刀，5到8名反正都有625刀，可以啦，已经。巧妇难为无米之炊，对不对？像黄哥这样的巧妇，那都没有办法，那怎么办呢？30名一样，对，30名一样，没有不争的。
What's up, everybody? We're back, and it's time to go to the winner's match. So far, this has been like the greatest TV.
怨妇，你们这些说怨妇的，我告诉你们，你妈的，待会儿黄哥直接在播完中单，丁龙教你们做人。今天下午，我看到论坛有个帖子，然后他上面问的是什么就这种有稿子的情况下，怎么样才能赢？然后我上去回了个帖，我说我他妈每天都在赢。因为每天我的队伍里面每天都有稿子，而且每天妈的稿的样子还不一样。
Well, I mean, you know, is it that shocking that pro gamers are going to pick, you know, the maps they want to play on more? We'll see if we get.
我还是稿子。
Maybe we'll get lucky, get something cool there.
I'm sure we will, especially when we go to a best of 7.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I think by the time we get to next season, we're going to have a whole new slew of maps here, so that'll be very cool. All right, guys, Site Delta loading up. Let's find out who goes on into the round of 4. Excuse me, Maro versus Hero. Round of ball.
好了，来了。 胜者组啊，这个胜者组赢了就直接出现了，进4强。
Do the introductions? No, we're not. Maro top left.
他干嘛？直接过去野兵营吗？
Oh, you're right. You're right.
哦，不对，野兵营，这位置是野兵营的位置。马入这上来打的就跟别人不一样。
Like you're not going to find this with Probe.
I was thinking at first it was going to be double proxy Marauder again.
Yeah, me too.
That's how Akira just absolutely rinsed Hero in the round of 16, but
野兵营。
No, this is going to be a very hard.
这个兵营也就造一个死神，然后飞回去的节奏，没有。 有两次呀。
To the sorry, the Protos's base, but it's not like right out there. Double gas, so he might make a.
但如果说这个位置要去野 VF 的话，是不是有点太远了？如果说要野 VF 什么，应该是再往下走一点，再去野这个兵营。我觉得他还是正常的开局。
Hero never scouted. You know, Hero was scouting across the map immediately versus Beyond, but he's not doing it this time. So this is really. I mean, if you're proxying and they don't scout you, that is literally.
死神开，然后 VF 就放在自己的门口，把路口堵住，应该这样子。然后找机会农民过去，看能不能下个地堡。直接来进来到你矿后面去卡一个位置。
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so it's not as dramatic of a proxy as we thought, and the probe is going to get here right as the Reaper comes out. I think he's.
Is he really going to miss this?
He's not going to see the barracks. He's not going to see the Reaper. He is going to see the bunker. Remember that probes have that increased range, but
when the SCV's there, it doesn't matter though.
Yeah,
it's the best possible.
那就说白了，就逼你在门口下一个电池嘛，影响你的运营。因为这个时间点下电池的话，的确会影响到神族的运营。杀一个可以，好了，进去，收起来。你上来点要点什么东西啊？这边要野什么？ 野 VS 啊，野 VS 应该野 VS 吧。这个马入可能没想到啊。
Reaper actually just going to come up here into the main base. Now there is a Reaper wall, so this might get taken out, and in fact I think it will. Hero should be able to corner this with the one coming in from natural expansion. Indeed he does. And are we going to have a proxy in the natural expansion?
感觉好像只能野 VR 了，野 VS 好像这个气要等很久啊，他单气。哦，野兵营。
Double Widow Mines in production here for Maru. That probe is going to sneak up the map or the ramp. Sees the reactor factory. 2 stalkers already moving cross map. We'll see if Hero throws down another gateway.
你妈电池都点下去了，这个绝对是很大的一个惊喜。
No, exactly. I mean, you could basically just camp out there. This is.
但这两个雷我感觉要立功啊！哎，他是投。
Now he's going to go for a drop. Obviously, Hero doesn't know that.
这个如果要去投的话就不一样了，而且看到地雷了，看到了。懂了，你要去投。那刚刚好呀，我刷一轮兵就上来了呀。这马路遭中了，马路。那莫名其妙来了5个追猎。
All right, Hero pushing up the ramp right now is going to focus down the first supply depot. The medevacks are getting.
地雷，主要你的地雷不是隐形的，你总能解决掉的。不管怎么样，总能解决掉的。
SCV's unable to get this around here. There is a shield battery in the natural expansion of Mario.
I think that actually Mario's dead.
把你双倍打了，对，地雷总能解决掉的。
Even if he gets like the best Widowmine hits of all time here in the main base, 2 more Widowmines coming down in.
哇靠，13个，但也没关系啊，只要正面操作得过来就行。慢慢耗，总能把东西耗回来。威力还是硬啊！现在这个导弹车不能无限锁之后啊，这明显攻击的这个频率就慢了好多。女妖出来也没办法，这个女妖是没办法才出来的。两边各种在极限操作啊！小黑又要崩吗？没有崩。这边一直在操作，这个就凭抗压能力了。打算把女妖点了。完了，这个马路输了，马路。
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, he basically doesn't have an income right now. He's literally just now starting to mine again.
终于坦克出来了，能劲也到了，这个能劲。
You might even just warp in some zealots to tank it or go straight into the main base.
Another drop over here. This is
农民数量，马路只有11个农民。
He pulls.
Keep in mind in this patch, you get a notification before it attacks now. It's harder to get caught off.
哎，把自己游击炸死。家里面应该在被搞。
Oh, it's absurd.
This is insane.
13 SCVs to 28 probes
输了，
right
马路
now.
输了，这盘已经没有机会。
Keep in mind, Maru still can't take his natural expansion. Now he might be able to stabilize. With the most defensive siege tank.
这种其实拼抗压挺好看的，这种拼抗压。
Recall the War Prism? I guess he does. What an insane start to this game.
So this is 17 SCVs to 32 probes. Now, when you're on 1 base to 2 base, and you're the 1 base guy, and your expansion is getting delayed, it is so bad. It is so bad. He's going to try to move out again. I think, honestly, Hero could just go straight into that kind of Warp Prism Stalker style with Blink and everything and probably win this game.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
有个电池还能稍微再耗一耗。
Look at that, he's just out of range.
He has to inch forward.
小黑现在我觉得根本就没有必要说去开3矿。
Yeah.
你就正常的2矿1波，马路肯定死，或者先把3矿点下去，对吧？不妨碍打你打1波的这个东西。有了角数就随便打。
I mean, his economy is huge. I think we're going to see what he tried to do against Beyond, which didn't work. The Charge Zealot with Archons.
I think so.
But this time, his economy is going to be so much bigger than his opponents.
Well, he's been up
角
for so
数
long
差，
now.
然后带闪电吗？还是白球？应该闪电吧。
Think of how mined out his main base must be with the mules getting dropped. Even this Banshee gets taken out.
Perfect surround. Now, obviously, he's going to see the rushes.
马路真的没几个兵啊，现在很虚，他完全是靠着一把口堵起来来防守，就2个坦克。
That's crazy.
So I guess the idea is you're going to juggle the stalkers up into the main.
He's making a 3rd command center.
Yeah, that's actually wild to me.
I need just to survive.
闪电就对了，闪电就说明不会冲了，打得稳扎稳打。
Oh my god! Oh, Raven goes down. Storm is getting research here for Hero, so he's not going to push up just yet. But the army on the ground for Maru is so small, and yeah, Heroes.
干嘛要烧吗？他把
Oh my God! Stim's
他把这个
Isn't this the
兴奋剂先
only
点了，
pairings? Oh, you can't get Stim.
Yeah.
Mr. Reaper
没了呀。
has
这个
them.
待会儿陪你去看流星雨，你怎么办？渡鸦出了这也没用，刚才那个渡鸦掉了，这样不掉也没用，出闪电的很克渡鸦。
He needs to just have enough on
闪电有反馈。
natural expansion that Heroes simply can't break him, and then just slowly take a third while building SCVs. Like that is how you come back here as Maru. But this is such a sad position. It's like he's gonna have 1-1 before Sim potentially here. The engineering wisdom hasn't even started. He's got a double engineering base coming in.
差不多可以去了闪电，陪他看一波流星雨。看现在马路只能猥琐防守，
He can grow.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see
或
Heroes
者
kind of
说
limping into the mid-game.
也别去看流星雨了，直接闪电正面再提速插带这个部首直接一波了
It's，impressive he survived.
也守不住
It's
的。
really cool to see Hero hold that Widow Mine drop. I mean, there were so many
这种
moments on
流星
either side that
这
they
种
lost. Such
冷静
great
闪
games
电
so far.
A
And
起
I
来
think
根本就
Maru's
守
playing
不
this
住
the
人
correct
族
way too. He's
人族
being
只能
greedy.
退。
He's going double engineering bay. He has the third command center.
小六现在有1万种赢的办法，
The fact that Stim was denied. I mean, we're gonna
马路就只有一种打法，就是猥琐，等着你来打我，
It's like a third
crazy.
gun.
然后我守着守出这个优势，或者慢慢把这个局面守回来，那才
I
能
feel
打
like。this game, I mean, Maru can come back at this absolutely. It's a tough road ahead, but there is potential that Hero takes a bad engagement and throws it away. But after all these incredibly intense matches in the first 2 series, this feels like the part of the sitcom where you have like the comic relief character come in.
That's right.
It's like you're watching a really dramatic movie. It's like Schindler's List or something, and then it's like, all right, we have like 1 minute where we can joke and be happy. And then
小六应该是要等马路出门开3矿那一刻，他才会冲啊。
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that 4th base was done, but it's almost done.
只要马路把3矿点下去，小六就冲了。
Yeah, the army supply
兵营已经拉满了，已经。
count is pretty close, but development-wise, Hero is already where he wants to be. He's getting finished up that gateway explosion. He's got armor coming. He's getting the 2nd forge. It's hard for Terran to take a 3rd base. I don't even know what the right time would be for how behind he is.
Yeah, this is not looking good. I guess the 1-1 with Stim timing is you taking your third
一直
base
在找
instead of
3
moving
矿，
across the map to attack.
没开啊，下面有个 OB。
The Protoss, but the thing is, Maru actually has a ton of siege tanks. He's been building them non-stop because he basically needs them to survive. He's scanning to try and see what the army composition is here for Hero. +2 ground weapons and +1 armor are coming in for the Protoss player. Okay,
几
we
个
do
兵啊
have
？1、2、3、
one here
4、5、6、
for Maru. I wasn't
7
actually sure if that was complete yet, but no
不
armory,
不
so
止
I
8个
think
兵，我
Maru
觉得应该
might
不止。
just
好了，开3矿了，就这波啦，
expecting him to try and get some damage done, but it could just be that he feels
要吹响冲锋的号角啦
sure！he can stabilize before he reinvests even more resources into getting 2-2. Maru's one of the best players in the world, and just kind of
哦呦，这把电
what a stim,
Yeah,
or not a
it's-
stim, excuse me, the storm.
it was so well done. It's interesting to see
好，
that
小黑要把自己所有的部队都往前线再赶。
so popular. The same thing is happening right now in PvT and StarCraft 1 too.
Well, I think it's
Shuttle Templar.
马路看到了，他没办法，这就那么点货，能怎么办？还要招人力闪电的各种搞，那么多闪电，想要堵口，直接来 EMP， 强行打 EMP， 再能进闪电，这2把电电的很好，差太多了，差太多了。
He doesn't even have all of his zealots attacking. Some of them are just like standing
完了
there.
GG
Hero takes
这个
game
就是
one,
前
really
期优势
impressive.
战太大了。
Is it possible he could take game 2 and get out of this group first?
That's crazy. He's 1 map win away now.
Yeah, he looked really good. And by the way, I mean, what Maru did was pretty interesting, but the response from Hero was even better.
Just the fact that Hero was able to kill 20 SCVs when Maru was effectively on 1.
找死！那这个东西就是小黑要打得稳，他打得稳，打得稳没错的呀，打得稳。
The fact that he was juggling that much is wild.
I think they might have even lost the same number of workers there with the harassment, with the Widow Mines and the SCVs going down.
Yeah,
but the
they might
fact
have, but he was
is,
on 2 bases, so I guess you recover.
you have the
twice that.
Nexus there, you're gathering all the minerals of the natural expansion, you have Chronoboost as the Protoss player, and then of course Maru was so hamstringed he couldn't take the natural for a long time, he couldn't take a 3rd base, he just limped into the mid game, and as soon as he takes that 3rd, Hero's like, no,
哎呀，胜负还不好说。这种他们之间的比赛，你说马入让1-2有没有可能？也很有可能的呀。马入顶级人族好不好？
Let's find out, guys, as Maru vs. Hero continues on.
Alright, back on Ghost River. Maru spawning in the top right. Hero on the top left. No early SCVs or probes out on the map here.
又是一个跟这个李培南相互欣赏的选手，这就是马入。
I'm impressed, man. He looked a little bit shaky in the group stages before.
Yeah, he did. I was actually not too sure how he was going to perform because of that.
I mean, Cure just played so well against him in that TVP. He did the double Marauder. The proxy Marauder cheese, and then he came in with.
哎呀，他跟李培南和解了，我刚才跟你们说过了，和解了已经。现在已经他妈好兄弟了。
And it was just absolutely brutal. And then he went against Ryung of all people, and Ryung just flexed on him in the late game.
Yeah, that was weird. That was just a moment where I thought, well, because sometimes players play so well that I'm like, oh, you're like the new best player, and then they start to fall off, and I don't feel like I'm quite caught up with that internally.
和解了呀，他们昨天还在练习，他们两个。
You're so good when he was like on top of everything, and then to see him play like that, I thought, oh, it's too bad. Maybe he, it was a brief period of time where he was dominant, but no, he looks really good,
yeah,
and especially today.
It feels like he kind of went back to the drawing board a little bit, and after Group D kind of recognized PBT as potentially an area of weakness, that has been honing in on that because his play is so much more solid today. Right, against both Beyond and Maru.
什么东西啊？
And here against Maru now, I'm wondering if we're going to see a more aggressive.
好了，我们来看一下双方的第二场比赛。
李培南跟马入和解了是个什么东西啊？
对啊，和解了呀。
这有啥和解的嘛？那中国要干的呀。
不干归干，但是已经和解了呀。你想想看，卡托维兹。 今年卡多维兹马入又是亚军。
A little bit more aggressive. Maybe now you go with a 4-gate blink. Maybe now you go for some kind of aggressive timing attack, either with Colossus or something else.
Yeah, sure.
And you try to end the game before you let Maru get to that spot where he feels almost unstoppable. Because you only need to win one map. You can do some crazy plays that are risky and a low % chance of winning, and just gun it for one map win.
I mean, I guess the question is, what is this game going to look like if you don't, because Maru didn't like to do anything cheesy, and Hero's not going to do some kind of contain outside the natural. So what happens if Maru?
他只能看他基地，看不到里面的 VS。
How does that go?
现在投地雷骚扰真的不行，这地雷太容易被分出来了。
The previous series, he was opting for I think 2 and then 3
小
game.
Hero 赢了一把嘛，还可以啊。
This could be where he changes it up a little bit. Even with 3-gate blink, you can be really.
新版本让人族其实没有之前那么好打了，倒是真的。照 TVP 上来说是这样的，因为人族的，哎，这个方大夫也没关系。人族在后期他没有强行憋的资本，就憋这个解放者。虽然解放者还是很有威力啊，但是也没有办法说一定靠解放者能赢。
We've seen Hero go for Blink Expand, but we have the Robo starting now. We have 2 gates. Are we going to have a 4th? I feel like we're just trying to channel this in, and
yeah, I think we really are.
We talk about it, I'm like, this is the time, guys. For real, this is the one.
If it was 4-gate Blink, the 4th gate would already be down though.
这个应该看不到这个预计。
Did he not?
I think he might have barely.
一晃而过的。哎，喂，漂亮。也行吧，也行吧，也行。
It's not perfect. Also, Blink's gonna be done soon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Hero's one of those Protoss players that Chrono Boost Blink really fast. Anytime I go for this kind of Blink play, I like to just let it finish nice and slow and have a huge mass of stalkers. But Hero has been getting so much value out of this fast Blink. He might be able to get this medevac with a second Blink, but I think
小时候打的还是比较主动。
And double assimilator once again here.
That was scary, man. He almost
so
got
close.
He's so good.
跳进去。
Oh, he lets it finish.
哎呦，这个是不是太冲动了一点？
Okay, kind of a funny interaction.
Well, I guess the adepts aren't too useful here in the mid game.
3开了差不多可以。
Like an SCB and a handful of Marines, maybe that is worth it. Here for Hero, and once again he's going into double gas. So
小 Hero 这个打法还是比较骚的，的确也继承了他这种打法，就靠操作去打，又是闪电啊，他就很喜欢闪电。
Hey, the Ravens looping around here. And he's probably going to chuck some auto turrets.
看怎么来搞这个人
I mean, he could start to warp in a lot of
家里面肯定是要中渡鸦的炮台的，回城。行吧，一个东西没死，还是死了一个东西。
I think Terran's almost there as well. You mean you like one tank in the natural, one at your ramp, and one in your main, and kind of have them almost like daisy chained together so they cover each other.
Yeah, I feel like Hero's almost just feigning the pressure here with the blink. No, this is one of the things too. If you're a Protoss player like Hero who has a reputation for going 4-gate blink and just killing people,
这种闪电的打法现在其实我们不太能看得到，一般都还是选择什么凤凰啊、先知之类的打法，或者不定。
Maru has to play very safe with all these siege tanks, because if Hero does go for 4-gate blink, especially here on Ghost River. You gotta be able to defend.
这两个电兵不知道摔在哪里啊
It's not like you're going against some B tier Protoss player where you can half-ass the defense and still manage it.
感谢球奶猛男们一事无成的一个飞机感谢兄弟。
Instead, he's mixing it up. He's going for charge. He's going for storm. He's taking that third base.
想要掏鸟窝，但没有机会。
But I don't think this is necessarily a style that Maru is going to.
还是走的闪电啊，这把。
对，闪电的确不错。现在因为现在大多数人族都会无脑去憋这个鬼兵。
要奔内手了，感觉这把。小黑这个奔内手用的还不错的。
So, for now, it's going to quiet down a little bit here. I mean, just going to be production from Maru. Continue to crank out units. He's played a conservative game. Hero, I think you're right, Art. He did basically feign that blink pressure just to get other bases up and running. Ooh. He's gonna have to turn that around.
Yeah, Raven dropping on turret here. The natural expansion is gonna get one probe, but nothing more than that. And he gets the meta.
哎呦
man, I'm just saying, there's so many things going well for Hero.
感谢糯米秋的钻人粉丝。那这个解掉之后，哦，下面还有一团兵，还行。再来一次，小黑应该要回救一下，先刷点兵。
人族都喜欢无脑去转这个鬼兵。
马老师不是很好打呀，这个局面。现在只能靠空投拖着。
马老师主要这个3基地也这3矿这搞得也太慢了，
只能拼命拖。
感谢。 乃前站起炉石上万2的飞机，感谢兄弟啊！前站起那么强吗？
前站起最近又好像又迷恋上炉石了。感谢王阿满40岁前不上副厅的一个钻石粉丝。好了，这边直接奔内手，但感觉没有打到太多东西啊。冷静差点死了。不过3基地打飞了，
电还是有点凶的。
3基打飞了还行吧。家里面看地雷。 回城。哎，现在真的这有这根线，其实看的还是挺清楚的。
那肯定啊。
This is another win for Hero. I can't believe how well the Raven is that getting F2'd? Stalkers, if Hero sees this, he blinks on it, it's dead.
家里面被扔炮台了。
Maru realizes Hero does not. A little bit of a lucky break there from
感谢乃我诸事不顺的一个钻石粉丝。
I don't know if he's going to be able to hold on to this third base.
感谢兄弟啊
I feel like one big round of Zealot warp-ins. How many do we have on the field right now? Maybe. I really want to see the units tab. It seems like there actually aren't that many. Yeah.
前站起以前我记得炉石酒馆不就是上12000分不就跟喝水一样吗？现在怎么那么难？好久没打了吗？是啊。
He doesn't have that meat shield in the front to really hang on. 1 or 2 rounds of macro with Zealots, and
我记得他以前上12000分随便上呀。
One ghost here. Oh no, I'm sorry. There's a couple more above this. Again, he's got to be careful not to overextend. This is kind of a weird movement here. He's sending everything back but the stalkers. Blinks that away.
4矿开起来。
I think if he were to overextend there, that would be the dream.
小黑也现在2个 AOE 了呀。2个 AOE 其实。 主要有巨象，有巨象的话不是很怕你鬼兵。那黄哥现在去打能不能上7000分呢？上7、8000分？
上个毛！你妈都看都没牌都不认识。炉石要一直打你才能那个，对吧？ 你要一直打，你才知道这个怎么打。
哎呦，这把电，
直接卡位置，
威力还是稍微小了那么一点。哦，这2把电舒服了，舒服了。
关键是围巾被电了很多，你有点对空对不了了。
那这个时候三巨象岂不是得打一波？
肯定要趁着没有围巾摁一波了。
我 EMP 有点伤。感觉黑娜之丸的钻石粉丝感谢兄弟啊！
但这个位置不是很好上去。
他在往下走啊！主要是有这2个坦克有点猥琐，这2个坦克。
Hero's maxed out, by the way.
He's just focused on stopping that 4th base. That's the game plan, I think. Well, he knows he's maxed. He's adding additional bases. He's getting more gateways, more robos. He's mixing in more disruptors.
You know, hold on. So we have a big attack coming in here.
闪电！再电！
哇！这样你直接进来就是洗澡。
但我跟你说，
但是马路还是站住了自爆球，躲一下。和农民吃火力，只有一个巨象了。
还是没电好。
他应该再往前顶2下。
对，顶2格，我就觉得我就完美电了。他这个电还是稍微太浅了。
It's kind of crazy. Well, the thing is, though, you took out all the tanks.
Yeah.
It's just the infantry that are going to be remade. He didn't drop the Colossus. I think he actually just warped that back home. That or it's standing in the bottom. I can't tell. Is that a pylon in the bottom? What is that in the bottom middle?
I think it's a pylon.
Okay, yeah. He sent the Colossus back home. He just needs to rinse and repeat. Now, keep in mind, on this map, you know which base they're going to take. They have to expand.
还有这个人口应该很高啊。
So the 4th base can only be in one spot. Ouch.
That's very linear. All right, command center now coming in, and Hero, he's already done his reinforcement.
自爆球，开始自爆球发挥了。
Ton of charged outs and stalkers coming through. Disruptor shot is
打不到。
not able to connect with the bio.
马老师正面还真的挺能扛的，我说实话。
很刚。
And even the upgrades are so advantageous here for Hero. It's rare that you see a Protoss player this far advanced.
哎，有没有？
哎呦，第2个还是炸到一些。
闪电，
这把电补的好，第2把电，我靠！领先40人口啊，现在是。马老师经济有点炸了，我感觉再这样打下去。
传说中只有7000分的神族才能用出来的3 AOE。
哇！这马老师顶不住了呀！再这样炸下去，真的有点顶不住了。
没了，这真顶不住了。再跌，哎，再自爆球，
炸死了，顶不住了，耗不动了。已经能顶那么久，已经很顶了。GG 2比0。
轻松啊！
啊，难道真的新版本神族加强了？我就想问一句，是不是新版本真的加强了神族？
也就这样吧。这是小哥打得好。
小何顺利出现了。 马老师摇头了。
小黑也是顺利的晋级到4强。